What's going on, bodybuilding fans? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're just getting ready to start the night show here at the 2013 NANBF Columbia Classic. Standing with Russ Testo. They brought Russ in. Katie Wayman-White is doing a great job of running an excellent show for competitors. Quality awards, a good venue, a good host hotel, and she brought in some good guest posers in Moji Alua. She's guest posing herself. Plus, she brought Russ Testo to the stage. She's really going all out to make this show the best it could possibly be. Russ, what are your thoughts so far in the show, and what are your experiences like here this weekend?
Oh, it's been fantastic so far. Katie's doing a great job. Everything seems to be organized. Got a wide variety of competitors. They all seem to be in good condition. It's very well organized, and we're looking forward to tonight. Absolutely. Yeah,
that's one of the main things. It's organized, and it's going to start on time. The pre-judging started right on time. The night show is going to start right on time, and as promoters, I think that's one of the best things they can do is start a show right directly on time. Now, you've been doing this for how many? I don't know how many years. Well, close to 30 years. You're still going at it pretty strong. Seems like you have a lot of shows. I mean, I've seen you a couple times recently, but what's the latest with you, and how do you manage to stay busy?
Yes, actually, this October will be 32 years.
Wow.
That first show was October 10th, 1981, for the 1981 Mr. Olympia that Arnold invited me to guest pose at. And I'm just busy with a few shows here and there. I'm also busy, though, doing choreography and posing help, not only for people locally where I live, but I do even more long distance by video, DVD. Competitors will send me their music. I'll edit the music to the 60 or the 90 seconds that's required, and then I will choreograph a routine to their specs. The specs is, do they prefer a right side chest, left side chest? I like to put a leg out when you do a front double bicep. Any favorite poses they do, any poses that they don't want me to do, and of course I choreograph, and I break it down and teach it. Show them the routine once, and break it down and teach it. So these videos are averaging 45 minutes to an hour for their 60 or their 90-second routine, and it works out great.
Yeah, it makes for a better show. A lot of these shows are judged on presentation, and the individual routine is a big deal and all. A lot of competitors have gotten away from it. They seem to want to bring the best package they can possibly bring without showing off for the best of their abilities. If they can bring an individual routine to the stage, that's going to up their chances of getting a higher placing. But it's more important, I think, is the mandatory poses. Is that something else you help them out with, is mandatories?
Yes. Well, each pose, which usually has just about each routine that usually has just about every mandatory pose in it.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm breaking it down and teaching the pose and how it should be done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But another DVD that I sell is my Posing the Extraordinary Way, which happens to be 20 years old this year, but it teaches the basics. It teaches the quarter turns, the mandatory poses, a fair amount of optional poses.
Yeah.
And then I go into those 5 steps that I like to use when I do choreography. And that's still selling quite well too. So if you need some basics, you can always get the Posing the Extraordinary Way.
Yeah, every single show I go to, I always see somebody that could have placed higher had their posing been better. You can't just bring the best package to the stage. It's all about how you show it up on the stage. So it always helps to be your best when it comes to mandatory poses and the individual posing routine for that matter. Where can people go to get these videos, Russ?
They can contact me at rtesto356 at AOL.com or Russ at russtesto.com. RussTesto.com does have the video right on the first page.
Yeah, and you guys can literally increase your chances of winning a show overnight. You watch these videos one day, the next day you're going to pose that much better, and when you would have normally got a 3rd place, you might get a 1st or 2nd place just because you watch these videos and improved your posing techniques, and it really is a big deal. I've seen a lot of shows won and lost on posing by itself. And every time I see you, Russ, or hear about you or see you on video, you seem to always be in condition all year round. You never let yourself go all year round, do you?
I don't let myself go to a point where I would not be able to get on stage, but I am definitely not. I mean, the condition that I'm in today for performance is not what I hold all year round. It's almost peak performance. The water's down, my weight is down a little bit, but yes, I was always a believer in being in condition. But also, when I was first starting this back in the 80s, I was guest posing at all NPC shows, so I was guest posing along with top amateur NPC athletes, top IFBB athletes. I didn't have the size to offer that those pros and top amateurs had, so I felt I need to be in condition if I don't have the size to offer. So it's just always been. Plus, you know, you get paid for this. You gotta be in condition for your promoter. You gotta be in condition for the audience.
Yeah.
And pretty much it.
Yeah, certainly. So if you didn't keep bringing the conditioning, then I guess the promoters would stop calling you. So that's one way you keep getting the callbacks. Now, say, because, I mean, since you're such a great poser, you're an entertaining poser, that's something some bodybuilders have gotten away from. That's why promoters, I think, hire you to help guest pose at their shows. If promoters are interested in hiring you as their guest poser, where can they contact you?
They can contact me again at rtesto, R-T-E-S-T-O 356 at AOL.com, or give them a phone number. Can you give them a phone number? Or,
if you want to.
518-281-0952.
Yeah, I got to get you a Facebook page. So you on Facebook? We talked about that last time.
I am, and I recently put up a business Facebook page, but I still need to do some work with that too.
Yeah, we talked about that last time I talked to you, but we'll talk about that more too. But until next time, bodybuilding and figure and bikini fans, this is Russ Testo. If you guys want to promote, help guest pose your show, check him out. I'm Mike Neumann. This is Inside Natural Bodybuilding.
And let me just, we were talking about the posing a little while ago. As Mike was saying, it's much better to come in along. You can't just have the package with your physique. You need to be a better poser, but all of that will also help the sport. I've always said our sport could be so much better, so much more attractive to the general public if the posing was better.
Oh, certainly.
You know, because
yeah.
I've always compared it with like figure skating or gymnastics or dance, where there's choreography, there's movement, there's music. We have the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just that we're still a little bit behind with that. We're not putting enough emphasis onto that, and I think that's where our sport could go to be even better than it is.
Yeah, for sure. For spectators that are just casual fans that come to see their friends and family compete, they're just sitting in the audience. To keep them entertained, it would certainly help if the competitors had their best routine that they could possibly bring into the stage. And to bring your best routine to the stage, you got to get a hold of this guy, Russ Testo, best in the business. There's a reason why he stays busy after 30 years. It's because he's the best at what he does. And we'll get more Russ Testo here in the future. Until next time, bodybuilding, figure, and bikini fans, this is Russ Testo. I'm Mike Neumann. You're watching Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep.